All right, so today we're coming out to the Kitsap County Fairgrounds course. It's a 18-hole course. Actually, no, I think it's a 22-hole course right now. And they're actually talking about adding even more. I think the end goal is actually to have two full 18s out here. I don't know, but I do know that last I checked, it was 22 holes, I believe. Um, this is hole one. I don't know if we're gonna play all 22. We may just play the regular 18. Not sure. We'll figure that out. But hole one, 300 feet. It's just straight down this corridor. Apologize for the not real clear shot. There's a lot right behind this basket. It's hard to get an angle. But straight down this corridor, very slightly to the right. Uh, at 300 feet, I don't have a shot that's going to get there accurately at all. So I'm probably going to just try a forehand, see if I can kind of angle it along with this fairway. It usually works out best for me. Come out of it. Come out of it. Ah, shot down. Well, that wasn't great. Well, I don't think it's going to give me a birdie. Get in there. Nope. Great. Starting with bogey. So I don't record many of my tap ins. I figure every once in a while, though, you got to see that I actually make them. All right, so I forgot to mention on hole one that this course here at Fairgrounds actually has two layouts. It's got red tees and the blue tees. Red tees are they're shorts and longs. So I'm playing the shorts today. Again, I don't mind playing the longs. They're actually a lot of fun, but I got a weak arm. I'm just going the shorts, see if I can actually pull some birdies. Because on the longs, I really don't think I got many birdies in me. So this one's straight down this corridor, very slightly left down at the end. The terrain does absolutely run away down to the left though, so you want to basically do a relatively straight shot. Get it just up there, the 200 feet. Let it turn just a tiny bit, and you're going to be parked. My issue has always been going left early, and there's some big bushes. I mean, it's an easy par even with an early left, unless you go way left. But we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna throw my gauge. That might be, if it doesn't get caught up in those bushes. No, it did. I got a 35, 40 footer. So I ended up about 30, 35 feet short, 30, 35 feet right, something like that. So I'm probably a little outside of circle right now. With the way this slopes away, I'm probably going to go ahead and just lay this up. This green's pretty scary for the right-handed throw, dipping off to the left. And it still tried to run down the hill. So hole 3, 205. It's only 205, but it's a little bit of a turn to the right. So we're gonna try the forehand again, see if it goes a little better than this time. Oh, that definitely is better than last time. That might be on the edge of the circle. I'm definitely short though. Well, guys, turns out I'm a liar. I'm 15, maybe less feet from the basket. I actually threw it pin high and just slightly right. So it was a great shot. So yay, birdie. Wasn't really expecting it on this hole. All right, so shape-wise, this hole's very much like the last one. Instead of 205, it's 200. Still slight right angle. Still probably best to do a forehand. Problem is that the last one was level. This one is, I don't know, 50 feet of downhill. So instead of going my Firebird, I'm going to try my Harp. I don't know what it is about this hole. I have a hard time throwing this one right. Yep, I either overturn it or I put it off in the weeds on the right. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm getting to this. Where's Gannon Burr when you need him? Yeah, I think that's about, oh man, left myself 20, 25 feet, something like that. Had quite the rollaway over here. Oh, thank goodness. So this is 590 feet. Again, banking to the right. Another thing about it, there's a lot of left to right shots on this course. Uh, this one is a bit of uphill though. Uh, Probably only 15 or 20 feet. So definitely throws farther than the last couple. Really, probably the best shot here is like if you had a good arm, is like a putter Anheuser shot to drift around the corner. But I'll be honest, I don't think I got that shot. So I'm gonna try my ballista on a forehand, see if I can at least come around the corner a bit, give myself a putt. I've definitely birdied this one before. Oh my gosh, and right into those trees. Well, that sucked. I think that actually might be pretty good. Huh. That's a lot better upshot than I thought it was. So hole 6, 200-foot downhill, kind of like hole 4. I believe it's hole 4. Except this one curves a little bit to the left instead of a little bit to the right. Works a little better for my backhand. I'm just going to take my gauge and try to just not too hard, go straight between these two leaning out trees, the two that are leaning away from each other. And it should just drift right over to the left of the basket. We'll see if I can screw this one up. Oh, I don't know if I put it. I might have thrown that too straight. Oh, but that kick really helped. All right, this is hole 7. From the red tee, it's 260. It's actually one of the longer holes in this course. That's, as I mentioned in the last video, that's the reason I like these wooded courses. They're not so long. I probably should play more open courses, forcing me to actually try to get longer throws, but I like this. But 260, very slightly left turn, so this is really just a backhand, let it fade. I was short and way too far left. That'll do. All right, so welcome to the back 9. It's actually hole 8. I've decided today to play this course in the order that it's intended to be played. But the way this course is designed, you actually play holes 1 through 7 up near the parking lot, and then you cross a road into a different section of the park, and you play holes 8 through 16, and then you cross back over to the original section and play 17 and 18. So what I've had the habit of doing is I'll play holes 1 through 7, 17, 18. Then I'll actually move my vehicle over to park next to this other section, and then play holes 8 through 16. I started doing that actually when we would do twilight rounds, because the main parking lot actually closes at dusk, and I was always worried that what if they lock my vehicle in there. So we started just moving our vehicles out of there after just playing the first 9 holes, and then come over here and play this as the back 9. But again, first time on video, I thought I'd actually play this in the proper order. Hole 8 is 310 feet. It is a slow curve to the right the whole way down. So at the very end, it's tucked in a little gully on the left side is where the basket is. My habit here has always been just kind of throw a backhand straight out. If I end up in the hillside, oh well, then it's just a backhand chip shot into that little gully. I find that a little easier than trying to get all the way up there. Well, that didn't get much distance, but oh well. We'll go see where that goes. All right. Well, when I said I don't mind being on this hill, I usually think of myself as 50 feet further forward. Now, hopefully, it's just a chip shot around the corner is all. Oh, get deep enough. That did not get deep enough. I hope I didn't hang up in the hill. Well, good news, didn't get caught in the hill. Bad news, left myself a little bit of a long straddle outside the circle putt. Oh, so close. So hole 9, 215, par 3, of course. The tee pad and the camera I have both facing the same direction, this way. But if you just look 10 degrees to the left, straight ahead you is basket. So it makes it kind of fun. You can either go dead straight at it, right down the corridor, or you can go the direction of the tee and let it fade. I'll tell you, somehow I hit a tree on this hole every single time. Well, I didn't actually hit a tree. And even taking that right route, I think I ended up deep and to the left of the basket. Well, that was hands down one of my best tee shots ever on this hole. I didn't hit a thing. I ended up pin high, just 20, 25 feet left. Heck, I guess I need to do that more often. And then I chain out, of course. So this is a hole 10, 230 feet. It's got a bit of uphill. Basket's mostly dead ahead, very slightly to the left. Once you get up there, there is 3 trees and some thick bushes in between the trees, kind of splitting the fairway into 2 once you're up there. Trust me, not fun to be in the middle of it. Though honestly, the worst is on the left side up here. If you get early left, that is jail over there. It's pretty bad. Well, I don't know if it's jail being that early left. That was crazy ricochet. I hit that tree up there. This thing bounced backwards. Mostly backwards, about 70, 80 feet. Dang. So now I'm left with, I don't know, 160, 170 with a big sharp left turn. And that definitely didn't get there. Not even enough. But it's a tap in. All right, hole 11, 160 feet. It's kind of a somewhat steep uphill for the next 60 feet in front of me, and then it levels right out, which makes this a little tricky trying to get the elevation right on a backhand. I guess you could try a flex forehand to kind of get it to come up over it and drift in. To be honest, my favorite's the overhand. Oh, if I hadn't hit that tree, it was parked. All right, if I hadn't hit this tree, it might have been long. Nope. Left some meat on the bones on that one. Hole 12, 210 feet straight back that way. There is, again, a dead straight gap if you want to try to hit it. It is the harder gap to hit in this case. The easy one is Big Hyzer. It's not even that big, I guess. 200 feet with just a little bit of turn. That's going to end up left. Oh, especially if it hit a tree. That should be super easy. All right, hole 13, 275 feet, right through the forest. It's a lot of trees up there, a lot of big trees. There's definitely gaps. I guess the good people would say, pick your gap, pick your line. I say poke and hope. Okay, roll out from behind that tree. I think that should be a par. I hope so. Oh, get up. I'll have a putt. I'm making myself a little nervous. Keep giving myself these longer putts. I don't like it. Oh, but maybe I should. All right, hole 14, 225. Quite a bit of downhill. The real challenge here is you got to make it between these trees. That you only got about an 8-foot gap or so. And then you need to get something that's going to go pretty close to dead straight. I'm going to try with the glitch. I generally throw a putter on this. I don't think I've ever thrown the glitch though. So it seems like the right choice. Let's find out. Ooh, that's a lot of left. I did not get that the right angle. Probably didn't go deep enough either. Yeah, short left. You know, even 220 foot downhill, maybe a 1-speed isn't the right one for me. I got to figure this hole out. And of course I throw it long. All right, hole 15, 225 uphill, very slightly to the right. Probably a great forehand hole if you've got 225 plus hill of distance. I don't. So I'm going to throw backhand, hope for a par. Don't hit that tree. You nicked it. And parked. All right, hole 16, 220 feet, a lot of downhill. So again, then 2 holes ago, we went down, back up, back down. This one, obviously with that much downhill, it does definitely throw not 220. I have had a bad habit of rolling away on this hill in the past, so I'm gonna try my interceptor. I'm gonna try to put a little anhyzer, put it off to the right, and see if I can get it to crash down near the basket. We'll see. I think that was pretty good. Woohoo! Another birdie! All right, here we are, hole 17. In the future, you may see me playing this as my hole 8 instead. Because again, I had to cross back across that road in order to get here. Hole 17 is 240 feet. It is up here, up this path a little ways, and then off to the right. On the camera, it probably looks like a foreboding wall of forest, but there is actually a path. Realistically, if you got the distance, the forehand is the play. But the second shot, if you don't get the distance, second shot is a lot easier if you're on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and do it backhand. Well, I left myself a lot on that one. That should be an easy upshot for a bogey. Oh, just short. But it's tapping. All right, hole 18, 245. Basically just straight down, a little bit left. Let the disc do the work, drive it. Too high. Decent line, but I'm short. Well, I think I'm outside the circle, but only just. It's actually not too bad a shot. Again, short. My aim was perfect. Don't you roll away to 20 feet. All right, and to end with a par, I guess that's better than the start with a bogey.